مرحبا جميعا, hello zusammen, всем привет, and hello everyone. Strikoder here, and welcome back to a new episode where we're gonna solve a new tier 0 very easy Linux machine on HackTheBox called Fawn. So let's get started. First of all, if you don't know how to connect through a VPN and you have no idea about cybersecurity, make sure to watch the previous video. And if you do, make sure to be connected through the VPN, the OVPN, and run the machine. So I'm going to take the IP and check the tasks. So what does the three-letter acronym FTP stands for? We can search that on Google, and the answer would be File Transfer Protocol. And the second one would be which port does the FTP service listen on usually? So I would stop answering the questions of the tasks and go for the machine and solve it as a casual CTF. So what would usually do? You can start with ping. It's okay, just to make sure and double check that you are connected through the VPN. Then you can run Nmap. I prefer to run this Nmap. Let me check. And here we see we have the IP. So first of all, I need to export the IP. So using export, you are saving this variable with this value. And whenever you put the $sign, so it's a bash script. Whenever you put the $sign, you are calling that variable. So nmap -pn, so you are dealing with all hosts as if they are already up. You are not pinging them. And -sc for running the nmap scripts. And the SV, you can combine them with scv for running the version. -p for all ports. The IP, that's IP. -vv for double verbose. And on for nmap output of a file called nmap full. -t4 for the speed, minimum rate, and max retries for the speed as well, and only do that on the open ports. So after you run that, we see uh, only one port open so far. So let's go here and type 21 until the nmap is done. I guess it's gonna take a bit of time. You can run other scripts or other tools than Nmap. There is Rust map and there are a few other tools, but I prefer to get back to the main tool because other tools in some CTFs or in some IRL scenarios might or would miss open few open ports. So in our case, we see 21. Here is the port, here is the state, here is the service name, and you can get the reason why Nmap flagged that as open or closed. And then we see the version. So the service is FTP, and FTP sends data in clear without any encryption. What acronym is used for protocol designed for the FTP but securely? So probably they are referring to the SFTP, secure FTP. And what is the command we can use to send an ICMP echo request to test our connection? It's the same as the previous video, the same question, which is ping, the first command we used in this video as well. From your scan, what version is FTP running on the target? So we can see the version because we have defined the -sv, and the version is VSFTPD 3.0.3. So let me type that. And next question, from your scans, what OS type is running on the target? We have seen the serverless running, Unix. Next question, what is the command we need to run in order to display the FTP client menu help? So probably it's gonna be FTP dash question mark FTP dash, let me check, FTP. So if we want to connect to an FTP, we type FTP, then for instance, either anonymous or the username that you have. I'm going to try anonymous, connection refused. Let's try ls, not connected. Are we connected? Yes, we are. FTP anonymous at, and I'm going to paste the IP, and now we are connected. So probably, because I have specified the port 2121, I'm going to get back to here, and now we are connected. So anonymous, you can type anonymous, you can leave that blank, you can try whatever you like. So I prefer to leave that blank or try anonymous, and we are here. So let's try question mark, and we see the help command. So let's get back to here, and we see FTP dash question mark question mark. So what is the command we need to run in order to display the FTP client help menu? So probably here they are referring to the FTP, but yeah, so it needed the, let me check. So it needed the space, and you can type the dash dash help, but in our case it's an unknown option. Here we see the alternative way to get the help menu, or in most cases you can type man and get more descriptive help menu. So we have the answer is FTP blank space and then dash question mark. What is the username that is used over FTP when you want to log in without having an account? So it's anonymous. You can brute force FTP as well using either, let's see, you can use either Hydra or I believe Medusa as well supports FTP. But Hydra would be the most default tool to use for brute forcing. What is the response code we get for the FTP message logging successful? So we can check that where we signed in 230. And there are a couple of commands we can use to list the files and the directories available on the FTP. One is directory or dir. What is the other one? That is common way to list files on a Linux system. They are most probably referring to ls. Here you can see I haven't used that. So you type ls and you see the files. Most of the time, preferably you should use with the flags. In most cases, you would miss hidden files. Like in here, you see only the flag, but with the flags, you see the current directory, the previous directory, and the flag. And we have the flag.txt. So if you want to download that, you type get flag.txt, or you can get star and download the file, but here we failed. So passive off. Let's try again. Because it should be mget. Yes, we can turn off the prompting as well. And here we see the flag. Most probably we need to enter that as well. So what is the command used to download the file we found? So you can type get or mget and star, and here we just need to submit the flag. And yep, that was it. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like, share, leave a comment and subscribe, and see you next time.